Dr. Martin Luther King pictures. Those are really nice. We got some artists in here and then online. Let's see if we can mute our mics for a little bit. Hey, Elena. All right, so today we're going to talk about standard unit. Standard unit means measurement in inches, feet, centimeters, and meters.
I thought we were doing non-standard.
Oh, which one did I pull up? I think it was non-standard and standard.
Oh, just the word?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
So here we have a ruler, and it shows us our inches, and that's our standard unit. Go to the next one. And then today we also have another new word, which is non-standard unit. Non-standard unit is when we measure with units not typically used, like toothpicks, paper clips, and Unifix cubes, you know, your little counting blocks. We could use bears, Q-tips, toothpicks, and your cubes. Today we're going to measure at school. Let's see what we have. Oh, it's back to the...
Yeah, because you gotta move the pieces.
Gotcha.
In consent mode.
So, we got to move the pieces off of that one then.
Oh, you know what?
What? I think that was pulled up from before you fixed it. You might have to like reopen a new one. Sorry guys. Are the rest of them like that? No, they're fine.
Okay.
Okay. That was just funny. Alright, so here we have a table, our desk. We have two students eating at a desk and it says measure the table, type the answer. Can anybody guess just about how many cubes we might use? Today we're going to use cubes to measure this desk. Evie, how many? Let's guess. Can everybody take a guess? What you got?
4.
Write it on your boards. Write it on your boards. Write it on your boards. Write your guess, and we'll see if it's right. Write your guesses on your boards, and we're going to count how many blocks we're going to use to measure our boards. Hold it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I got some 6s, some 4s, some 5s. Let's see what we got.
8.
We got 1 cube.
Okay, talk about how when you're measuring there shouldn't be a gap. And you have to start at one
That's
end and
right.
go all the way to the
When you are measuring, you do have to start from one end and go all the way to the other without putting a gap in it. So if we put a gap, we're not going to get the right measurement. We have to put it piece by piece, especially with our non-standard units.
At night,
So we got
on my board it would say 9, but
3.
mine's showing not working.
4, 5, 6. We have 6 cubes, and those are, see how they're all even, how they're all close together and spaced? Good job, you guys guessed correctly for the most part.
So like that, I just moved that one.
Oh, see how Miss Stuber removed this cube? We wouldn't be able to get the right measurement because we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have a missing cube. So then we would say 5, and that wouldn't be right because we have a whole gap missing. And our rulers don't read that way either. Oh, so now we're going to measure with links. Same thing goes for this. You guys will be measuring without any gaps. So on the side, we're going to measure how tall the calendar is. Can you guys guess how many links we're going to use?
Okay.
How tall do you guys think a calendar is normally in inches? Just a guess. Because we're going to use cubes to measure, or links to measure it. Evie, go ahead. How tall do you think we're going to measure?
Probably 1 inch.
1 inch for a calendar?
2.
2 inch. I don't know. We're using non-standard measures, so let's see how many links we're going to use.
2 inch.
Without any gaps. If we measured with gaps, are we going to get the right answer? No. We have 1, 2. We have 2 links. I keep wanting to call them cubes. Same thing. We have 2 links to tell us how tall the calendar is. It's or how tall the chair is that the students are sitting in. We're gonna use bears to measure. We're gonna see how tall and how many bears we're gonna use to measure this. Let's see how many bears we can use. Can we throw?
How many do you really think there's gonna be 20
You
bears?
think? Yeah.
Look at that
How
chair,
many?
look at that
Tell me how
line.
many bears on your boards, guys.
That's impossible.
I got 2.
That's too high.
1,000. You really think you're gonna use 1,000? I see some legitimate answers.
I got
Good job. I got 3s, 2s, 8s. Do you think there's gonna be 8? Do you think the 8? It's 8 bears tall?
definitely two.
All right, let's see. How many bears? Let's count. Ready? We have 1, 2 bears tall, 3 bears tall.
Yes.
Now, what if Miss Stuber didn't put that 3rd bear there? Would we have the right measurement?
No.
No. See, now there's a gap. And then when we have that gap, we don't get the correct reading because it's not 2.5 bears. We can't get half a bear in there. We have to put them close together so we can get a full count. There goes 1, 2, and 3. Right stacked on top of each other without any gaps. Alright. So we got some students singing in music class today, and they're playing a keyboard. Now we have to measure with our lengths how many lengths we're going to use to get the length of the keyboard. How many lengths do you guys think it's going to take to get the length of the keyboard? We got 7. What about you guys on your boards over here? 3? 3 lengths? I think it's going to be longer than 3. How many do you think, Miss Stuber?
Maybe 6?
Oh, some people are saying 4, 5, 10. Let's see. 1 length, 2 lengths.
It's
Oh,
four.
uh-oh, I see something going on here.
Five.
How many lengths do we have here? Does that look right?
No.
What's wrong? What's wrong with this picture?
It has a gap in it.
It has a gap where? I think it has more than one gap.
It has three.
It has 3 gaps. Do you think this is going to give us the right answer?
No.
No? How many do we think we're going to have when we push them all together? We can't get a right reading this way. We're missing the space here and the space here. Oh, Miss Stuber's fixing her measurements. Let's see. How many do we have? 1, 2.
Five.
Good job. We have 5 lengths. It took 5 whole lengths to measure that keyboard. Good job. Alright. Now we're going to measure the length of the cubbies with our cubes. And when we measure, how many do we think we're going to use? I'm going to go with 8. That's my guess, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Might be more, it might be less. Let's see your answers on your board. Hold them up, hold them up, hold them up. So when we measure with non-standard units, you have to start from beginning and make sure there are no gaps to go all the way to the end, because if not, you won't get the right amount of units. All right, let's see. And if we put gaps in it, we're really not going to get the right reading. 2, count with me.
3, 4,
Hold on, hold on.
7, 8.
Wow, we had 8 cubes. Who had 8? Give me a thumbs up.
I was so close.
You were close. Good job.
I'm having
So we have 8 whole cubes from the beginning all the way to the end. Do you guys see any gaps here? Are there any gaps here? No? So did we measure correctly?
No.
No? We didn't measure correctly? Why not? There's no gaps. I shouldn't hear you guys talking, guys. Come on. We're almost done. So we took 8 cubes. Oh, now we're getting our hair done. Let's see. We've got got to pick the number of links. What do we measure? The blow dryer. Didn't do that. Okay, so we're gonna measure the blow dryer. How many do you think it's gonna take? Do you think it's gonna take 4 links, 5 links, or 6 links? Put it on your board. Pick one. And hold them up. Let's see. 4, 5, or 6 links. We gotta go from the back of the hair dryer all the way to the front of the hair dryer. All right, I see some good answers. Miss Stuber, let's test it out and see how long this thing is. How are we gonna measure? We're gonna start 1. Are we gonna put them together? Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many links did we use? 5. Good job. Did we measure it correctly? Did Miss Stuber and I measure it correctly?
Yeah.
Are there any gaps in there?
No. I think it
No?
says it's correct.
Woohoo. Good job, guys. Alright, now we have some scissors. You gotta start from the top of the scissors and go all the way to the bottom. Somebody write your numbers on your board. We got 5 cubes, 6 cubes, or 7 cubes that are gonna go to the front to the back of the scissors. Let's see your answers. There's a lot of talking and movement going on over here, guys. I need you guys to focus, please, so our online friends can hear too. Okay? I see some 7s, some 6s. Good job. All right, let's see. We got 1 cube. And when we measure, are we going to measure with a gap in it? Are we going to get the right answer? Oh. Oh. We got to go closer, right? 3.
4, 5, 6, 7.
So how many do we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who had 7? I see some boards with 7. Good job. Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. You guys are measuring. Masters over here. Alright, now we're going to measure the shampoo bottle. Now, we're going to use bears to do this. Are we going to start from the bottom or the top? How are we going to start this? Let's ask an online friend. Harper, how are we going to measure? We're going to start from the top or the bottom? Which way we're going to start? Can you see? Harper? We can start from the top to the bottom. Would it be easier? Let's start from the top to the bottom and see what we get. We got 1 bear, 2 bears, 3 bears, 4 bears, 5 bears. Who's 5? Right, show me a thumbs up. You guys have 5? Good job. Alright, so now we have a curling iron. How many do we think we're going to use? Are we going to use 6, 7, or 8 to measure from the end to end? The length of the whole curling iron. Draw it on your boards. Let's see. Real quick. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see if some of you guys have the right answer. Good job. I see 8.
I think 7.
I see 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Elise, can you mute your mic, please? Just so, yeah, there we go. Thank you.
8, 9.
Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, they're saying 9 and then, yeah. Okay, so we did have 8. We started from the beginning and went all the way to the end with 8 links. the top of the water bottle to the bottom of the water bottle. How many cubes do you guys think it's going to take? Write it on your boards. I see 5, 7, 6. What do you guys have in here? Let's see. And we're using cubes. So we got 1, 2, 3.
5,
Uh-huh.
6. Yeah.
We have 6 whole cubes. Who had 6? Good job. I see some good answers. Good job. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Alright. Alright, now we got somebody getting their hair dried and they're sitting in the chair. We gotta measure how tall the chair is. Not the person, but the chair. We're gonna use our bears to measure. So let's guess how many bears we're gonna use. Are we gonna do 7, 6, or 8? Right answers on your board. Alright. Alright, cool. Let's see what we got. 1 bear. Count with me. 2 bears. 6 bears. 7 bears. What? We had 7 bears? It took 7 whole bears. Who had 7? 7 bears. Good job. Good job. Alright, now we're going to use cubes to measure. How many cubes do you guys think we're going to use? 4, 5, or 6? Let me see your boards. We're going to be measuring how tall the chair is from the ground. 5, I see some 5s. Hold up your boards. Hold them up. I see 6 and 4s. Alright, let's try it. Let's see how many cubes we're going to take. Got 1 cube. 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 4 cubes. How many cubes do we have? 5 whole cubes. Good job. I saw some good answers. Up. Homework. Are they doing this for homework?
Yeah, they're gonna do this for homework.
Okay. So for homework tonight on Google Slides, or this, is it? Yeah. For homework, you're gonna drag, what are they dragging?
Yes, like they're dragging the, whatever they're measuring with, like we did in class.
Okay, so just like we just did, you guys are going to use the cubes to measure how tall the water or the shampoo bottle is, and then you're going to click the answer. Did they drag the answer too, or is it? Okay. And then this one, you're going to measure with the links and type the number at the top. So you're going to move the links to measure each item on your page, and then type the right number of links in your boxes on the corner. Can you guys see that? That's for homework tonight for math. So you guys got a few slides at the hair salon and then that one last worksheet. Do we have time to do the comments?
Yeah, we have early.
We're getting ready to do the phonics dance. Miss Duker's gonna come back up here because she knows them better than I do.
I know that real well.